Well, now comes the tale of my trailer. I lent this to somebody like in 2004, I think, something like that. I never saw it again. And then I found it. It was still in a backyard on the other side of town. Tires rotted off, the wires rotted off, and I reclaimed my trailer. So the problem with this trailer that I never did like is that it's a trailer axle. In other words, let me go around here where the other wheel's on still. I pulled the wheel off to measure the bearings. Remember these guys? Trailer axle with just the open center. I'm getting rid of those and putting a standard 6x5.5 hub on there. It takes a decent wheel so I can put good tires on it. Fixing the jack, rewired it, and I'll show you how you swap these stupid trailer wheels out for a real nice tire. So yeah, that's this project. Stand by. Okay. Got to be quick, 110 in the shade. This is that kind of wheel. Let me zoom it back in. It's a mobile home axle, mobile home wheel, and I want to get rid of it. What's this? So cap, looks like a little cotter pin. Where's he coming from? Probably all in the way, right? Oh, this is the troublemaker right here. Her pin. Grab these ears and see. Oh, she's loose. And you don't want to get, well, I'm going to get grease on me no matter what. Point. There it is. It's an old gnarly ass towel. Clean its snout. There it is. All the rest gets thrown away. I put a new hub on there. Stand by. There's going again. Okay, so first thing you got to do is make sure the bearings are going to fit. Yeah, they fit. See, on the inner race. Now I've got this hub. There it is. Fits perfectly. And this mobile home axle is 6,000 pounds. This is a 6-bolt on 5.5-inch center, which happens to be the same bolt pattern as my 20-year-old Chevy truck. So, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Well, okay then. Now we gotta pack some bearings. At least I'm inside again. You guys, some of you may know what it's like working at 110, 115 degrees outside. I spent my life doing it, but it ain't making it any easier. So, same old thing. I gotta get this grease in the bearing. Walking around. Let's see. Start seeing it come through, I'll move over. See it coming out. Let's see. Just keep working it. This first bit, you just got to make sure that it's filled in all of the, between every single roller that has grease coming through. Not a single space. And I can see like 3 more. Let's see. And that big blob of grease that was on my hand is now in the bearing. The best question, you know, people is, how do you know when it's going in there? Well, you won't see it on your hand anymore. So once I got it all the way around like that, I grab a handful, just get it all mushed up. I'm going to set it right here on the cap. Take a big wad of it and put it around the inside. Out here in the desert, our biggest danger is dirt getting up in there, dust working its way in one way or another, and condensation forming from the cold. And I like to fill that cavity with grease so there isn't any space for something else. You know what I'm saying? So here we go, same thing. There we go. Coming through all the way around now. Lay it down there. Ain't gonna get a whole lot off of my hand. This is how you keep your skin nice and supple. Pure synthetic gear oil or bearing grease. Wheel bearing grease. Okay, let's see. Real quick now. See if I can reposition. I want to zoom it in a hair. Maybe lift her up a hair. Since I'm, this bearing here is in its hole, it's where it's going to live now. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. Take the seal. Sauce it up around here a little bit of, I think I talked before about lubricating the seal. You got to make sure it's nice and wet. Wiping off of my hands. Let's see. Yep. Hoping to get it in there without having to resort to harder means. There it is. Saucing up a seal. Okay. I gotta make it ready for transport too. Take this grag, I put it right there. Flip it over. Now I kind of smooth the grease that's in this side. Take my outer bearing, stick them in there. Make sure the grease is out of the way so that the snout can come right through. There it is. And that is how you prepare a hub for one of these trailers. For any trailer, really. Start out with it where it's clean and on the bench. See, and this guy will end up right there. Nice. Okay, now we're going to put the new hub on. So I got it right here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So I brought it out here with the big nut on there and one lug nut so I wouldn't drop it. Take them off now. Put my fingers in there. Hold the inner rays. Ooh, it burped. Isn't that nice? Washer. Castle nut. Seems I forgot something to tighten it with. Hold on. Be right back. Alright. So I can put it finger tight right to there and it's just about lined up to a hole. These don't need to be very tight. I mean, you don't want them too tight, but you don't want them too loose either. The best way to make sure is to over tighten it once until this guy kind of gets tight. Then back it off, and that will have seated the bearings. All right. So then you pull it down. Man. See right here, if I line it up. Gotta zoom it in a bit. Okay, the hole's right here. So if I line it up right to this slot, it's loose. So if I go to the next slot, the hub's a little tight. So I am stuck right there. So if I go to the next step, it's too tight. So in a few bunch of miles, whoever knows how many, take it apart and re-grease it, and Probably tighten it up a little bit. I'm putting a little dog leg on the head of this guy so it'll clear. Hopefully, there, see there? Come on now. Don't be that away. I don't want it rubbing on the inside. Okay. Apparently I didn't bring the cap out. Oh. So. These guys sent me a cap that's kind of bent. Annoying. Come on now. That's annoying. Yeah, it's still got egg shape to it. Might have to get a new cap. Oh, there it went. Slightly wrinkled. All right, close enough for government work. There goes one. There goes two. have to torque them when it's on the ground. That's it. Sweet. Okay, so here's the trailer. It's all done. Modifications. Moving an old shackle bolt from a spring on each side to protect the lights. Got a new jack that's in the center. I found a bunch of screen I welded in here so I could get some more storage up in the tongue. And of course, the main event was those wheels. Same as my truck. Nice.